once again welcome back to Active Education Pro. Today this is the last video of the series Nutrition Plants Class 7 Science, and now I am going to discuss about an interesting topic. You know, for our life to exist in our life we need carbohydrates, then protein, fats and different type of vitamins and minerals also. But in main morally we just need carbohydrates, proteins, fat and vitamins. And you know, carbohydrates are prepared by green plants by the process of photosynthesis. If you want to know about more photosynthesis, then please visit my last uploaded video. Already we have discussed about photosynthesis, the process in details. You need carbohydrates. A human being for its life need carbohydrates, and it is fulfilled by green plants. We are heterotrophs, directly or indirectly depend upon plants, and from these green plants we take carbohydrates by the process of photosynthesis. Green plants make carbohydrates by photosynthesis, and then we take these carbohydrates into our body. So we just fulfill our carbohydrates requirements. But we need these proteins, fats and vitamins. And how does a human being fulfill these three requirements: protein, fat and vitamins? You have answered that protein comes from fish, egg. These are the animal products. So no plants are here to give us, to provide us protein or fats. And fats comes from fish, milk. These are also animal products. But yes, there are some options, there are some source. These are plant source, these are plant products. Just like protein, these are pulses. The pulses, the different type of pulses we have eaten in our meal, in our dinner, contains protein, sufficient amount of protein. Pulses have sufficient amount of protein. And fat means oil. You know, mustard oil, sunflower oil, groundnut oil, soybean oil. These are also comes from plants. These are plant products. So also a plant can provide protein, fat as well as carbohydrate. You know, carbohydrates makes by photosynthesis. Then what is the procedure? What is the process? So there's a plant makes proteins and fats, vitamins to provide the other living organisms. Because a plant makes its own food. Similarly for others, means just like human beings, we are dependent upon plants for our food. So a carbohydrates prepared by green plants by photosynthesis. And then the next thing, the main thing, the moral of this video: how does a plant make protein, fat and vitamins? Protein, fat also provided by plants into our body. These protein and fats are nitrogenous substance. These two are nitrogenous substance. Means these are comes from nitrogen. It means a green plants also require nitrogen to make protein and fats to fulfill its nutrition, and also for other living organisms like human beings. It fulfills its carbohydrates by photosynthesis, and by taking nitrogen, because these are nitrogenous substance, means the origin raw material is nitrogen. To prepare protein and fat, the raw material is nitrogen. So a plant's needs nitrogen to prepare protein and fats. Especially pulses plants means leguminous plants. There are certain bacteria, nitrogen fixer bacteria, just like rhizobium or blue-green algae. These are the living organisms, these are the microbes who fix nitrogen into the soil and lives in the roots of a leguminous plant. You know, different types of plants are there, just like herbs, salt, climbers, creeper trees. So one type is leguminous plants, means which provides the pulses variety. These are the leguminous plants, and there are some certain bacteria lives in the roots of this leguminous plant, which takes the free gaseous nitrogen from the atmosphere and then fix it into the soil. Means they convert this gaseous nitrogen to nitrogen compound. They convert gaseous nitrogen to nitrogen compound. Once again I write here, they convert gaseous nitrogen to nitrogen compound. We studied later in our next video about nitrogen cycle, then we will elaborate it in details. So look here, a plant make carbohydrates, proteins as well as fat. So for protein and fat, it requires nitrogen because these protein and fats are nitrogenous substance. But a plant cannot take directly nitrogen from free atmosphere. So it has some procedure, means like leguminous plant, special plant, this is leguminous plant having a special certain bacteria like rhizobium or blue-green algae which convert gaseous nitrogen to nitrogen compound, and then this nitrogen compound with mix of carbohydrates and this nitrogen compound make these proteins and fats and store it in this plant. Once again I repeat it, when the certain bacteria, means the rhizobium or blue-green algae, takes the nitrogens from the atmosphere and convert it to the nitrogen compound, then this nitrogen compound mix up with these carbohydrates and makes proteins and fat foods and store in this plant. And then we take the pulses, we take the mustard oil, we take the groundnut oil, we take the sunflower oil. These are the example of instances of proteins and fats. So you have a question that how does we take protein and fat from the plants, and how does a plant make this protein and fat? So this is the procedure that with the help of nitrogen compound, after fixing this gaseous nitrogen from the atmosphere into the soil, then the plants mix up with carbohydrates, the nitrogen compound mix up with carbohydrates and prepares protein and fats and store it as food, just like pulses, mustard oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil, etc. So this is the last video of this series, Nitrogen Plants Class 7. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, like, share, comment on my video, press the bell icon for latest update. Thank you.